Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Today we are going to revise circulatory system. As we said before, the components of the circulatory system are heart, blood vessels. So what is heart? The heart is a muscular hollow organ. It is created by muscles. This heart is divided into two sides and they are separated by a wall which is called septum. And the heart consists of four chambers. The upper chamber are called atria and the lower chambers are called ventricles. Between each atrium and each ventricle there is a valve. This valve allows blood flow from each atrium to each ventricle and to prevent its returning back. And why there is a septum between the two sides of the heart? Because in the right side of the heart the heart has the deoxygenated blood, but in the left side there is the oxygenated blood. So this septum separates between the right side and the left side to prevent the mixing of blood. And the circulatory system consists of blood. What is blood? The blood is a liquid which helps us to transport the necessary materials to all body cells to distribute oxygen and digested food all over the body cells and to carry out wastes from all body cells. The blood consists of red blood cells, white blood cells, plasma, blood platelets. And this blood flows through a very thin blood vessels, which are tubes, which are called blood vessels. What are the types of blood vessels? Number one, artery. The artery is a blood vessel which carry blood from the heart to all body cells, and the arteries carry oxygenated blood. And veins are the blood vessels which carry blood from all body cells to the heart, and they carry the deoxygenated blood. And here there is blood capillaries to connect between the end of artery and the beginning of veins, and the blood capillaries are surround each cell in the human's body. So the third type is blood capillaries. Let's revise this revision sheet. Number one, the circulatory system consists of blood, heart, blood vessels. Number two, the plasma carries space and space. Plasma carries, as we said before, digested food and wastes. The two sides pumps of the heart are separated from each other by septum to prevent mixing of blood. As we said before, there is a septum between the two sides of the heart to prevent mixing of blood in the two sides. Number four, the two atria receive blood from vein, because the vein carry blood from the cell to the heart. So the two atria receive blood from the veins, and the two ventricles pump the blood to the arteries, because arteries carry blood from the heart to all body cells. So when the ventricle pushes blood, it pushes blood to the artery. Number five, the left side of the heart carries blood rich in oxygen, and the right side carries blood rich in carbon dioxide. Give reason. There is a valve between atrium and ventricle. As we said before, the valve allows blood flow from the atrium to the ventricle and prevent its returning back. Number two, there is a septum between the two sides of the heart. To prevent mixing of blood in the two sides, blood capillaries have thin walls. Why blood capillaries have thin walls? to deliver food and oxygen to all body cells and carry wastes and carbon dioxide to the excretory system. Number 5, we have to practice physical activities regularly. Why we need to practice physical activities regularly? Because these physical exercises keep the heart muscle strong and activate the blood circulation. Write the scientific term. Write the scientific term. The upper chamber of the heart, atrium. Number 2, it allows blood to pass from each atrium to ventricle, valve. Number 3, the lower chamber of the heart, ventricle. The wall which separates left side of the heart from the right side, septum. The chamber which have thick wall. Which chamber in the heart have thick wall? Left ventricles. The left ventricle have thick wall because it pumps blood to all body cells. Number 6, cells that carry gases. Which component of the blood carry gases? Red blood cells. Number 7, the yellow watery fluid that carries digested food and vitamins. Which component in the blood, which is a liquid component, and it carries digested food and vitamins? Plasma. Cells that have many nuclei, white blood cells. Cells that prevent bleeding and infection of the body. Which component of the blood help in healing wounds and prevent bleeding? It is blood platelets. Number 10, network of thin vessels within tissue and around the cells. The network of thin vessels within tissues and around the cells, as we said before, blood capillaries. Number 11, blood vessels emerge from the heart. Emerge from the heart, come from the heart. They are arteries. 12, the blood vessel that collect the deoxygenated blood from the body parts to the heart. Vena cava. Vena cava collect the deoxygenated blood from all body cells and carries this deoxygenated blood to the right atrium. And then the blood vessel that carry blood from the heart to the lungs. Then which blood vessel carry this deoxygenated blood from the heart to the lung? From the heart to the lung, so this is artery or vein. From the heart, so it is artery. And we said before, anything related to lung, it is pulmonary. So the vessel will be pulmonary artery. Number 14, the blood vessel that carries blood from the lung to the heart. From the lung to the heart, so this is vein. And lung, so it is pulmonary. So this is pulmonary vein. The chamber that receives oxygenated blood. Receives, so this is atrium. Which atrium receive oxygenated? So this is left atrium. The chamber that pumps the oxygenated blood. Pumps means which chamber pumps blood? Ventricle. And oxygenated, so left ventricle. The blood vessel that carries oxygenated blood to all body parts. Which blood vessel carries deoxygenated blood to all body parts? It is aorta. Number 18, the path of blood throughout the body. The path of blood throughout the body, this is blood circulation. Thank you for listening.